So this here is the top of swirl, so I'm going to miss that out and I'm going to zigzag my way up this bit here. It looks steep but possible. It's pretty tough going, is this? It's like the steps to Mordor. And I'm Frodo. Now then, this is day 2, heading from Red Tarn over to Grisedale Tarn. Leisurely, plenty of time, and just get a couple of peaks in along the way. So, this is not a normal route that people take. This is the direct route to the summit of Helvellyn. So, at least I don't need any climbing stuff. Hopefully I should make it up through. Anyway, gonna bash on. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Just for the video. Talk about leg burn. Oh dear. All for you, all for you. Go down. Good lad. Get them, Blue. Come on. Good boy. Hey, a bit of sledging. Come on. Come on. Let's be having you. Right, back to the summit of Helvellyn. This is where I've just come up though. Definitely do not do this. I came up the grass, obviously, not over the snow, but it's just so steep. Luckily I found a climbing ice spike halfway down and I used that as grip, but that's just ridiculously steep. So yeah, I won't bother coming up there, guys. Definitely not. Stick to the main paths. So I am at the cross at the top of Helvellyn. Just sat down, just going to chill out, have a bite to eat, and then I'll be moving on. Today I've got my Fjallraven Keb Trousers on. These are pretty awesome trousers, to be honest. I've got zips down air vents both sides, top and bottom. It's pretty good, plenty of pockets. So a great mountain pant, I'd say. Not waterproof though, although you can wax them a bit. I'm also rocking some new Daisy Roots. Look at those babies. These are Technica, they're an Italian brand. They are the, because I can't remember off the top of my head. But first time I've worn them out really the last couple of days, and they're doing really well. Quite happy with them. So I'll let you know and give a proper review in a few months' time, I would have thought, once I've used them properly. But anyway, time for a bit of food, and then we're going that way. Not quite a dab. Right, I'm stood on the top of a high crag. Just down there, that's Red Tarn. It wouldn't be a bad spot for camping, but if you look around it, it looks like it's wet on the area around it, which is probably the only flat bit. So probably a bit too boggy, but might be worth having a shout at someday. Look at this though. Just in the middle of all this. Beautiful. Dog's taking in the views. And over this side, proper in the middle of the mountains here. Pretty epic. There we go. That's my heartstone. The soft lad that I am. Every time I go anywhere, I always have to find a stone heart. And I've got hundreds at home. this one. Beautiful. So there's Grisedale Tarn just sat in the bottom. So what I'm going to do is, when I reach the post, which is here in a second, I'm going to drop down the hill and then I'm going to go back up to the top of this one, which is Seat Sandal, and then back down that ridge to this section, and then if I can find somewhere to camp there I will. If not, I'll continue around a little bit further and then find something more lakeside. Let's crack on. I think he's thirsty. Hey Blue, you thirsty? Yeah. Whew. This is the other side of Seat Sandal. It's pretty cool actually. Not a bad descent. Just made it to Grisedale Tarn, which is just over there, and it's just started raining, and what I do not want is to get wet. I've got obviously my waterproof jacket on, but I don't have any waterproof bottoms with me, I don't think. So I'm just heading up here because there is some sort of little cave thing. It looks like that. So at least we can just shelter in there until it passes. Just add to the adventure. Loving it. Just a little bit of an overhang there. Hopefully keeps out the weather. Well, it's dry. Not a bad view really. I can cope with this if it's raining. Right, change of plan I think. We were going to camp by the tarn, Grisedale Tarn, but looking at the weather I'm not going to get a sunset. So I just feel that because there's a possibility of a sunrise that yeah, we'll get some water filtered and then walk the way up Fairfield and onto the top of there somewhere and just see what there is somewhere to camp. I'm sure there'll be somewhere, but it's fair trek. It's up that one there. Now we can't handle though. We love it, don't we Bluey? Hey? We love it. No? Okay, I love it. Yeah, this is a sufferfest, definitely. I'm just climbing up Fairfield now. I've just come up from the tarn down there, and then this one, that's Seat Sandal, and I've just done that as well, and you can see how steep that is up and down. So yeah, lots of ascent and descent today, so legs are feeling it. But I've still got a near full bottle of wine in back of here, so carried that a fair way. But that'll be gladly received later on when I've pitched my tent at the top of a mountain and sit back and take in the views. Unbelievable. That's aces, that. I bet there's more than 5 echoes there. I'll have to count them and see if I can work it out on my when I'm editing. Yes, it's just starting to snow a little bit. I love this. this is my sat nav. It's telling me to go this way. So I'll keep going. It's a proper dad joke, is that, isn't it? Can't get any worse than that, really. Here is my Fairfield Heartstone. Spread the love, guys. It's all about being happy. So, stood on the top of Fairfield. No chance you could pitch a tent here, unless you had an SDS hammer drill and a back shaped like 10 rocks. Yeah, it's been a fair walk today. Let me just see if I can show you. So this one here is Striding Edge, and I've come from the back side of that onto the top of Helvellyn, which is whoop there, and then all the way along here, right down to the bottom, into the Tarn. And I'm still going. Oh, and there's a seat handler to add to that. And then I'm up Fairfield, and then along there somewhere. It's got to be a nice pitch there, surely. Right, this is beautiful. You don't find places like that sat at home, do you? There, dear. Get outside. Right, this is it. Perfect. Sunset, sunrise. So, let's get this camp set up. Done. Honestly, this is like an absolutely perfect location. I'll add the what 3 words location for this, definitely, because you've got a bit of movement as well with your tent. You don't just have to put it in one place, which is good. So you can face it whichever way you want, and there's views to die for everywhere. Absolutely awesome. Right, I'm going to get some food on. Hey Bluey! Woohoo! Exciting! Yes! Oh dude, I feel like I've jackpotted here. This is just awesome location. I love it. Anyway, I'm going to go through quickly what I've got in my Osprey Exos 38 backpack. It's a 41 litre backpack. It's bigger than what it says, 38. Now first of all, this brain unclips and comes off. So what I do is I put all my tools and things that I need quickly in there, and also my toothbrush and all my sort of toiletry type things, because then you've got it accessible and you can move it around and put it wherever you want. Love that, absolutely love that idea. It also, this bag, if you don't want that on, you can take it off, and it's got an actual cover anyway, so you can actually lighten your bag if you need to. I have my GSI cooking kit. That's pretty awesome. I've shown you that before. Down jacket, an absolute necessity on pretty much any adventure you go on. I'd always take one of them. Tent, I've done that. And then I have a bottle of wine. Carried that for miles. I've filled this up with water. That's some what I filtered earlier. Essential map. A buff. You need them nowadays just to go buy a drink in a pub. And then I've got a dry sack inside, and that just puts in my sleeping bag, which you always want to keep dry, especially if it's a down one. And also my hunker from Alpkit bivy bag, which I always put around it. I won't do in summer, but oh, this is my good one as well. I love this. Sea to Summit pillow, packs to absolutely nothing, blow it up, and it's lightweight, perfect to take. And then just some pyjamas in there, just something to sleep in. I've also got my trekker chair, which is not much at all, which obviously goes with my sleeping mat, the Neoair sleeping mat. So I'll be sat out on that later, having a glass of wine, or a bottle, or whatever you want to call it. And that is pretty much it. Got a water bottle. If I could show you, maybe I'll do this a little bit closer so you can see. One sec. So just to add to that, I've just got a bag here with my food in it, so it just keeps it all together, nice and easy. Obviously waterproofs. This is an OMM one, which is just super lightweight, trail running one really, but because it's not been forecast wet, I just stuck that one in, not my mountain one. Anyway, inside the brain, let's have a look. Insane in the brain. That's to cover the backpack. Another little goodies bag. I have soya filter, knife, that's a Swiss Army knife, stand for my gas cylinder. I always take a fire lighter just in case. A long spoon. This CL26R from Phoenix Lite, absolutely brilliant tent light is that. These are some over mitten gloves, so waterproof. Just a bit for filming with. In there, a couple of cables, a couple more cables and batteries spare. Head torch. That's my bike light, but it's really bright one, that, so if I'm stuck I can use that for getting around. Always carry a compass. Tissues. Oh, and another knife. Quite like this now because it's a quick open one. But I always have a knife on me, always. Oh, and also, this is the Juice number 2. So, toilet trowel, absolutely perfect this. Super lightweight and it's pretty robust. You can just use it for digging with. Make yourself your little hole. And that is pretty much everything in there. The only other thing is I've got tissues and then my toiletry bag. So inside here, that's what you do. You saw off your toothbrush. Save yourself about 10 grams. You could take a few bristles out if you really wanted to lose some weight. Yeah, dear, there's people out there that actually do that. Anyway, that is my brain kit. And there we have it. That is boiling water for a brew with a view, and for my pasta carbonara. I can't wait, honestly, I'm starving. Awesome that though, isn't it? Hey dear. Well, I've had a tremendous day. Lots of walking, lots of ups, lots of downs. Dog's just as tired as me. We've both had a good feed, and it is time to get to sleep. I've had a little bit of wine as well that I've been carrying for 2 days, so that's going to lighten my load. So yeah, look like I've got some sort of whiskey nose going on. Maybe it's the wine. Stay off it, kids. But yeah, awesome. Everything brilliant. It's just rained for a couple of hours, to be honest, but I've just been like sat in here just listening to the rain and just feeling so relaxed. So yeah, I'm going to set my alarm and I'm going to get you the best sunrise ever. Don't make promises you can't keep, but I'll try my best. Anyway, it's time to rest these old bones. With dog's old bones too. We're tired. Morning flowers. Well, that was pretty spectacular to wake up to. Absolutely beautiful. So it was a bit frosty in the night. Let me just show you. But I only think it got down to about -2 at most. Just laid in the sunshine now. Breakfast time. But there's no wind movement at all. I've never been on a mountain and it been so still. You can hear nothing. It's amazing. So yeah, I feel very lucky at this minute. All the tent's a bit wet and everything. So what I'm going to do is just chill out here for a couple of hours and take all this in. And I'll take a little video just to show you where I am and the views as well. Because this is about as good as it gets, it really is. So, there she is. So tiny in all this landscape. There we are, leave no trace. So that's where I was just pitched. Well, stood on the top of St Sunday Crag, and I've got to say, this has got to be one of the best views in the lakes. It actually might be called the Cape, this, I'm not sure, but honestly, 360 degrees, trying to keep it steady for you. It's just fantastic, it really is. So definitely worth a walk up here. The actual ridge, it's not a technical walk or anything, it's just beautiful because you get to see everything from both sides. So I would definitely advise coming up here for a wander. And as I say, at the far end where I've just camped, you've got a camping spot too, so bonus. The only thing is, there's no water at all, so you would have to come prepared for that. You won't even be able to filter anything. So anyway, right, I'm going to crack on back down this hill and I'm going to try find, I hope there's somewhere open for a pub lunch. Outside, obviously. That's Ullswater, so nearly back. Drop down to Patterdale and then walk along probably the road just to get back to the car, which is in Glenridding. But it's just no words again. Hey up. Well, we are back down now, and that was one of the best nights I've ever had out. It was just stunning. The views and just everything about it, lovely. So, a couple of things to mention. These are Daisy Roots, my new Daisy Roots. These Technicas. After wearing them for a couple of days hiking, they've been really, really comfortable, so quite happy with those. Might be worth checking out. I got them half price though, because they are quite expensive. Also, these Fjallraven Keb Trousers. I've worn these lots and lots of times and I love them. They're really, really good, mainly because they got the vents on the side. There's 4 zips which you can zip down. And I've had them up and down today quite a lot, depending on how warm I'm feeling. Probably to do with uphills and downhills, I'd say. Anyway, shout out to Carlos and Tao, 2 lovely smiley people. And hopefully they'll sign up and watch a few of my videos. Anyway, it is time for me to skedaddle. I am gonna relax this afternoon and get a nice meal somewhere if possible. So I will see thee another day. Take care. Ripley bath. Oh my god, that is cold.